Even at home, outside of Boston, police trailed him when he drove through town. One time his house was broken into and vandalized. His trophies were destroyed. The N-word spray painted on the walls. But Bill wasn't intimidated by this hatred, and he wasn't going to let that kind of abuse deter his mission. And his courage lifted him to the forefront of a generation of Black athletes who work for change all across the country and the world. He went to Mississippi after the assassination of civil rights icon Medgar Evers and made a statement by running an all-integrated basketball clinic there. He campaigned for the Civil Rights Act and the Voting Rights Act, and he was a leading voice for Black athletes who believed in the fight against injustice. All these years after he won those 11 titles as a player, the last 2 as a team's player coach, by the way, I think the most important thing to understand about Bill Russell isn't just how hard he fought, but simply how he fought. He wrote books, articles, magazines. He educated himself and others about why the struggle was worth it. And what was the best way to fight it? Bringing so many others into the effort too. Maybe more than anything else, education was huge for Bill, and symbolic too. His father's schoolhouse was burned down by racists, and his daughter graduated from Harvard Law School. To this day, well into his 80s, Bill's still using his voice to teach and support our generation, and we're grateful for that. He's the model we should all aspire to emulate. He's the inspiration we still need every day. He's the reminder of why the fight is worth it.
.2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And coming to you today from Portland, Oregon, on the banks of the beautiful Willamette River. Welcome to 2K Sports. We have the NBA coming up. Great to have you with us. Hi, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan with Chris Webber and Greg Anthony and our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. Chance now to take a look at some of the steal numbers over the scope of the last few months for Paul George.
I feel like he hasn't been paying as much attention to the defensive aspect of the game as he needs to. His steals have dropped over the past few months, and he needs to get back some of that fire on D.
And the Houston Rockets starting 5. Curry is out there with Trae Young. Then there's Hunter. And there's Rashawn Holmes. And it's Sabonis in at the 4-man position. And for Portland, Anthony is out there with Whiteside. Then it's Conley. Then it's Paul George. And it's Powell in at the 2 spot. Some of the best in the game go at it here tonight. Chris, what an incredible guard matchup we have here in this one.
Oh, Kevin, there are some all-time greats playing at the guard spots these days. It will be a fun matchup to watch.
And Portland starts out with the ball. Conley against Young. Conley kicks to Anthony. Passes to George. Got a piece of it. And here we go. Fast break. Curry's got it. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Fast break. Here come the Trailblazers. Oh, and the jam by Anthony.
I love the awareness. Conley is adept at reading the defense and realizing when his guys are uncovered.
On its way from Young for 2. He squares up and sinks it.
They tailored their offense around him. And let me tell you, he loves playing the system.
Conley dishes to George. Over Hunter. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him.
And the mid-range jumper really right in George's comfort zone. When he isn't blowing by guys and finishing at the rim, he's knocking that one down with consistency.
Now here's Curry. And in the game with the Lakers, he did not play that well.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you have to bring much faster help than that. One of the few guys in the league who make a lead pass like that. Oh, just a fantastic look.
Now, here's Whiteside. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game. And George, here we go.
Punishing the rim there. When George makes up his mind he's going to dunk it, there is not much you can do.
Here's Curry. Here's Sabonis. Banked in off the glass.
Yeah, coaches pet peeve there. No box out.
Oh, it's simple. When you fail to put a body on someone, you're inviting a breakdown on the defensive glass.
Now here's Conley. He had 19 points in the win against Memphis. Young for three. They get it back. Curry wide open. Trains the three-pointer. Curry's got 5 points so far.
Love the floor awareness from Sabonis. Capable of finding his guys when they are wide open.
And there's the pass to Powell. Right side George. Back to Powell. Puts up a three. Rebounded by Holmes.
Now, their first miss after a perfect 4-for-4 start. Still, I really like the game plan they've come out with.
And so it's Anthony bringing it up for the Portland Trail Blazers. They trail by one. Got to keep rolling here following the win against Memphis.
Yeah, and in that one, they caused a lot of misfires with their intensity on the defensive end.
They played with energy and communicated well. They made things difficult out there.
Curry can't get it to go.
The defense has done a good job of forcing him into tough shots this quarter.
Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Conley, the pass to Anthony. And it's DeAndre Hunter with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. On the wing, George. Latrey. That's in there. Conley with the assist. Conley's got 3 assists now in this one. Houston's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Pass to Hunter from past the arc. Cans it from downtown.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, these days, so much emphasis on the perimeter game, but you can see why after that sequence.
Now, here is George. He had 34 points in the win against Memphis.
And don't leave out his rebounding. He had a big impact in that game with all his effort on the glass.
Now, here is Young. Paul George unable to get his shot to go. Pass to Young. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Michael Conley. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Holmes. And Whiteside sends it back.
Yeah, Whiteside won't allow that. You have to work way harder to outplay a blocker of his talent.
Now, here is George. Guarded closer. 6 to shoot. Anthony trying to get open. And the Trailblazers, another 3.
He's putting the hammer down. Dominant quarter for him, trying to push out that lead.
Outside Curry. Anthony against Sabonis. Dishes it to Hunter. There's the 3. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Hunter's got 6.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
It's a seesaw battle. Both teams are pretty evenly matched, and the score reflects that.
Anthony. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
And love the muscle Anthony brings to the 3 spot. Takes pride in outworking everyone when he's that deep inside.
Now, here is Young. He's coming off a 31-point game against the Lakers in Los Angeles.
And it was the little things, too. I mean, getting to the line, finding ways to get his points any way possible.
It's Young on the wing, covered by Conley. And Whiteside sends it back. And here is Conley. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Doesn't go for him. Nice D from Sabonis. Young drives in. George with the defensive effort.
He's not an easy man to stop when he's attacking the basket. The D doing everything it can.
Conley finds Anthony. Here's George. Out to Anthony. Passes it to Conley. That doesn't fall either. He's missed his first 2 shots tonight. And out of bounds as the Trailblazers gain possession. And now another look at that mobile one-block defensive performance.
Every basket's a big one in a tight game, and he is not about to give up an easy look.
A different look now for Portland. Taj Gibson's checked in for Whiteside. And it's Dragic in for Mike Conley. And the Rockets making a change here as well. Love's checked in for Rashawn Holmes. Dragic dishes to George. He kicks it to Gibson. Anthony trying to get open. No good from Gibson. The Rockets trail. Curry looking around. There's the pass to Hunter. Here's the floater. Excellent D there from George. Trailblazers have gone 7 of 13, just over 50% from the floor. Some good looks. Kicks it to Powell. And the took by Powell.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, G8, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
Yeah, coach is definitely pleased. That's the execution he loves to see.
And that one's good, Hunter.
A very consistent three-point shooter. Hunter shoots it well from there because of how confident he is.
That's a 2 from Powell. Sabonis grabs the board. Sabonis has got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Hunter. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Greg, you showed toughness and grit when you played. You've got to succeed in this league with those things at the forefront, right? Being tough, being gritty. And there are several players whose style you admire that play like that.
I mean, no doubt about it. You have the superstars, the Kawhis, the LeBrons, who continue to do it. They can intimidate you physically, but they also provide tremendous skill set. But 2 other guys, Russell Westbrook, Jimmy Butler, they're also guys that exemplify that toughness. 2 guys, when you look at those 2, a lot of people didn't project them to be what they've become. And it's impressive to watch them take the floor night in and night out.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Vanderbilt's checked in, and it's Caldwell Pope in for Norman Powell. Both shots good from the stripe.
Oh, not many players with the more steady hand at the free throw line than this fella.
Portland trailing here. Here's Vanderbilt. The rebound by Kevin Love. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Hey, Kevin. Well, here's what Houston's head coach had to say earlier. He's racking his brain, trying to devise ways to take Paul George out of his comfort zone. Coach said he's just so steady, so confident. No matter what defense you run at him, he calmly dissects it. It's a problem that George poses for every team in the league. Kevin?
Okay, David, thanks. Offensive rebound, and the basket is good.
The tenacity on that interior, just battling, bringing that effort and will for second chance points.
Pass to Love. Fades and shoots. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. George has got his 4th rebound in this one.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Now Beverly. After the missed 3 from Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Hunter no good. Outside Dragic. 3-pointer. No good that time. And it's Houston the other way. They traveled to Portland last time they faced the Trailblazers and came away with the win.
Well, last time out, they got the win in large part because of the play of their bench, and they provided a lot of the scoring punch.
Well, it's such a boost. I mean, not something you want to have to count on every night, but you can tell how much they trust their reserves.
Nobody near George. Nailed from 3-point land.
And guys, when George gets cooking, you are in for a long night. He's just fantastic at finding different ways to score.
To the middle. There's the steal. And oh, here we go with George. Nobody back. A miss that time would have put him up.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Diallo the pass to Love. And here's Beverly. He's guarded by Dragic. Beverly deciding where to go with it. Just 5 to shoot. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers.
Golden opportunity that he can't make good on. Maybe a wake-up call to the D, though. They can't leave him alone like that.
8 lead changes now, and we're still just in the first half.
And I'm not sure I've seen a game with more lead changes this early.
Here's Love. Great D that time from Gibson. Portland's gone 3 of 6, 50% from deep so far tonight. Dragic kicks Caldwell Pope. Outside Gibson. Now the dish to Dragic. Let's go. It's hauled in by Beverly.
Yeah, they got that one, but early on, it's really been a struggle for them to secure that defensive backboard.
Just phenomenal awareness by Beverly, just dishing the ball to the wide open man easily.
Now here's Caldwell Pope. His last outing, he had 8 points. It's deflected.
Got to give him credit for his confidence. I mean, he hasn't hit a single shot this quarter, but he still keeps firing.
Beverly with the ball. Deflects the pass. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Taj Gibson picks one up.
I admire the aggressiveness. Love isn't afraid of getting hit on his way up.
Rockets making a switch here. Payne's checked in. Both free throws good from Love.
The versatility of Love, he's a dependable shooter from deep, a rugged post player, great rebounder. He does so many things well.
Now here is George. He's got 13. And there's a whistle. That goes on Daniel House. That's his first foul. Seven seconds left in the first. Here's George. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. Back right after this. Recently, we spoke with Patrick Beverly about his throwback style.
Old school basketball, and it's fun.
Now, pound for pound, Greg, Beverly may be the most physical player in the league.
And he also gets in your head. It's a combination that allows him to get stops against guys as big as Kevin Durant.
Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And looking at what we've seen from Houston, what do you guys think?
Well, one way to generate more offense, pound the offensive glass. That was the difference in the first.
Yeah, they're clawing, they're grinding, they're doing anything they could to make the most of their possessions.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. On the court right now for the Trailblazers, they've got Paul George. Dragic is out there with Caldwell Pope. Then it's Taj Gibson. And it's Vanderbilt in at the 4. Portland shooting their first free throw of the contest.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
A different look now for Portland. Hassan Whiteside comes in for Taj Gibson. And it's Conley in for George.
One shot.
That free throw good from Caldwell Pope. Greg, not all drafts are the same in terms of talent, but 2019 was a year to remember.
No doubt about it. I mean, transcendent talent at the top. You think of Zion and Ja, both could be future league MVPs. And the irony is that those two guys were teammates in high school. Go figure.
Go figure is right. Diallo. And shot off. Caldwell Pope with a nice D. Dragic with it. Picked up by Love. No good from Dragic. Houston in the lead. Over in the corner, Beverly. Payne looking around. Pass to House. Houston moving the ball around. Over Conley. And Love gets it to go. Love's got 6.
Love is experienced at finishing through getting hit. A physical forward with excellent hands.
Stolen by Beverly. And here we go. Fast break. Beverly's got it. Ahead. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
And this is his second trip to the line tonight. The first one falls. The Trailblazers making a switch here. Anthony's checked in. Rashawn Holmes, he's checked in for Houston. Both free throws good from Kevin Love. Trailblazers trail by 6. Conley, the pass to Whiteside. He dishes it to Dragic. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
And there's the toughness Dragic needs to show. Able to finish in the face of some very tight defense.
Now here's Payne, covered by Conley. Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Anthony. Score it. His third straight basket in 3 tries.
Yeah, just superb focus there for Melo. Overpowering the D and still finishes.
Well, Melo made his way back into the league last season. He was immediately a heavy minutes player for the Blazers. Looked good as a third scoring option for the team.
And it's Kentavious Caldwell Pope with the foul. That's his first foul. Norman Powell's checked in for Kentavious Caldwell Pope. And then for Houston, Sabonis, he's checked in for Love. Young is subbed in for Patrick Beverly. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Michael Conley. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And with Melo not having to bear so much of the scoring load, I think was good for him.
Yeah, especially since he took about a year off from playing. Melo had to take a long look in the mirror about how he can help teams win during his absence. But he clearly has something left to offer.
Now, here is Young, averaging 26 points a game, night in and night out, always a factor.
And this is why Young is so dangerous. He just gets that shot off so fast before the defense can react.
Powell finds Anthony. That one goes in for him, too, making it look easy. He's now 4 for 4. Rockets leading by 3. Here is House. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Passes it to Holmes. Young outside. Back to Holmes. 6 on the shot clock. Fires for 3. The shot, no good. Now the Trailblazers take it the other way.
He'll breathe a big sigh of relief if they hang on to win this game. He's not done much to contribute tonight. He has shot them in the foot with his inability to make shots tonight.
Now, here is Young. He's got 5.
You know, the cleverness Young possesses is just uncanny. Puts the defense in a bind whenever he drives it to the rack.
Now the regular season coming to a close, Greg. Some call these the dog days of the year. Winning teams ready for the playoffs, and lottery teams sometimes ready to hang it up and call it quits. It's kind of an interesting dynamic.
No doubt, Kevin. A lot of teams still have something to play for, whether it's fighting to make the playoffs or seeding. These games matter. And then with the younger teams, young players are trying to secure their future moving forward, and teams that are doing a great job of evaluating and determining whether or not they want some of those guys on the roster the following year.
Very interesting. Houston making a switch here. Curry's checked in. And so Young nails them both.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
The pass to Powell. That shot off the mark. Houston leading by 5. Here is House. He's still scoreless so far in this one. And Whiteside sends it back. In the corner, Powell with it. And that one falls coming off Conley's feet.
But the D didn't do a good enough job on it. He could be an ace when he gets a good look at 3.
Young drives in. That one goes. Count it. Young's got 7 now in this quarter.
Such a creative ball handler. Young has an ability to carve out room for himself with his dribble.
Pass to Whiteside. Dragic against Curry. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
They are just killing them on the interior.
The Trailblazers have shot just 1 free throw earlier. 1 for 1 in the game.
What's up?
Free throw drops for Goran Dragic.
And Dragic came into the NBA with something on his resume that not many other rookies have. He has a ring from winning the Slovenian Pro League the year before he came to America.
And it's blocked by Whiteside. And it's Anthony top of the key. Conley inside the line. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. Here is House. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet.
Yeah, that's got them over the limit with a lot of time still left. They're going to have to tone it down, or they may end up giving up a lot of free throws here.
It's his first trip to the line.
And take a look at what he's been able to do at the free throw line. 82% more than acceptable.
Free throw drops for House. And so House nails both of them. And it's the Trailblazers with the ball. It's a 3-point game. Dragic against Curry. Now here's Dragic. He's guarded closely. Good. Dragic has got 7.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Outside Curry. Off target with his 3. And so it's Conley bring up the ball for Portland. It's Powell on the wing. A 17-point game for him in the win against Memphis. Houston's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Curry on the wing. He's guarded by Dragic. Here is House. He averages about 5 points a game.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. So timeout called here, the first for Portland.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
Yeah, I like the chess match that's going on here. Each team trying to find and exploit the favorable matchup on the floor.
Paul George, he's checked in for Portland. And a switch here also for Houston. Hunter's checked in. Trailblazers trail by 3. Outside, George. Pass to Anthony. And all around the rim that time before dropping in. He's got 10.
And they've worked the ball around so well tonight for those quality looks from mid-range.
Curry's shot is good.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It's a lazy effort. Let's just be honest. Hoping the shooter misses, that doesn't constitute defense.
Now here's Conley. No points in the game yet for him. From deep, George. And that one falls coming off Conley's feet. Conley's got 6 assists in the game. Now Young. He's got 9. Up and in on the layup. Young's got 11 points.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
George dishes to Anthony. Young against Conley. Right side up top. Off the left rim and out.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Sinks the triple. And now a 5-point Rocket lead.
That's his second three-pointer of this quarter after not getting any in the first.
Now here's Powell. He has 7. George. And DeMontis Sabonis pulls it down. Young looking it over. There's the triple. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
And things starting to click from three-point land. Nothing in the first quarter, but he's hit 3 triples here in the second.
And here's George. 16 points for him. With the floater, that one doesn't drop. Good work defensively by Holmes. And it's Houston's ball. Good momentum, 8 straight points. Hunter kicks to Sabonis. Pass to Hunter. The kick out to Sabonis. To the inside. And Curry the bucket on the assist from Young. 9 points in the game so far.
How about the vision from the crafty little guard? Young excels at realizing when his guys have clean looks.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over.
They're trying to stem the tide here.
Yeah, they have to regroup and revisit their strategy at the defensive end.
Both teams deciding to change it up. Now a chance to see the NBA leaders in steals. In the third spot, Paul George.
And he's been a rock for them defensively. Just so many steals for him this year, and so many of them have been in key moments for his team.
Conley finds George. Here's Gibson. Out to Conley. Teardrop shot, and that one's good. George.
And with that basket, he's able to end a 10-0 run by the Rockets.
And the pass to Love. To the paint. Here's Hunter, and it's Hunter with the jam.
Terrific awareness from the skill forward. I mean, you love finding the wide open man.
George looking over the floor. Powell. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Powell's got 9.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Everly with the ball. 11 points for him in that last game against the Lakers in Los Angeles. And it's Love missing. Trailblazers trail by 8. On up the court. And the dunk by Powell.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And how about then not settling? I mean, instead of being lazy with the shot selection, they go right to the rim.
Now, here is Young. 17 points in the game. Houston moving the ball around. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Conley.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
And you can tell he feels he should have had it still. The hustle was impressive.
Anthony's checked in for Portland. Payne, he's checked in for Houston. 1:24 left here in the second. Beverly for 3. Rebound by the Trailblazers. George has got 6 rebounds here tonight. And here's Conley outside. And the Trailblazers another 3.
So consistent in shooting from deep. You can't let Conley get into a rhythm from this area.
Pass to Diallo. Now Love. Defended by Gibson. Love kicks to Diallo. Pass to Payne. Shot clock at 6. Now in the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
I like that pick play. I mean, you can see how easily it makes it for him to get to the cup.
Now here's George. He's guarded by Diallo. Count it, and the Houston lead has been cut down to 3 points. Nice bucket there from George.
A guy with George's focus can shrug off the contact. He won't let the defender disrupt his rhythm.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Passes it to Beverly. Out left to the wing. And here's Love for 3. It's hauled in by George. George has got rebound number 7 for him tonight. The score now all even. Conley's got 6 points in the quarter.
Oh, man, the timing, the precision. Conley is ready to fire as soon as the ball hit his hands.
It's all tied in Portland. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Carmelo, you got some real numbers off the bench in the first half. How important is that contribution to the team?
Well, I mean, we always believe that we have one of the better benches in the NBA, and when they come to play like we playing so far, you know, it makes it a tough game, it makes it a tough team to beat, and you know, just hopefully we can keep that up.
I'm sure it puts confidence in you and in the coach going into the second half. Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2K Sports, everybody. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Let's talk about that first half. An outstanding first quarter for Paul George. He had 20 points. Such a steady floor general. Mike Conley. Kenny, talk about what he does for your offense.
He's the pace setter. The guy could set the pace for your team. He moves the ball well, and he's going to make sure you get great shots. You can trust him. Just make the right play.
Plus, great dude. And that's going to do it for us here. The second half of action is coming your way.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. You look at Paul George in this game, guys, he's been everywhere.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
This game has his fingerprints all over it. Now looking to replicate what he did in the first half.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. And so in the game for the Rockets, they've got Curry. Sabonis is out there with Hunter. And it's Young, and it's Holmes in at the 5 spot. Now, here is Young, and it's blocked by Whiteside. And another fast break for Portland. The Trailblazers running. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws.
Yeah, nice, strong finish there. Nearly a three-point opportunity. And last year showed that there's still a place in the NBA for a guy like Melo. Mostly a mid-range shooter in the league that has turned away from that. But buckets are buckets, and Melo can still light it up.
And that one falls, and that puts him up by 1 point. Well, Carmelo Anthony was out of the NBA for about a year, calendar-wise. Greg, were you surprised it took him so long to get a look and get back in the NBA?
Kevin, I wasn't shocked, but absolutely I was surprised. I mean, it was always going to take the right fit for Melo and the right team. And in this case, it was the Blazers. But Melo showed he has legs left in the league and can still be a positive.
Here's Young. Here's Curry. There's the pass to Hunter. Pass to Young from deep. And it's Whiteside with the rebound. Whiteside's got his fourth rebound in this one. Powell finds Conley. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Left side, Curry. That shot, no good. Good work defensively by Conley.
But this is not the start they wanted coming out of the break. 0 for 3 so far, and they're not playing with much intensity.
George passes to Carmelo. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
As crafty as they come. George has lots of experience when it comes to mixing up defenders.
The Trailblazers shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. And he knocks down the first one.
And, you know, you go back to that horrific leg injury in Vegas back in 2014, and Paul George hasn't just made it back to the NBA. He's come back a better player.
And he makes both free throws. Rockets trail by 4. They can use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Young from deep three-point range. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in.
And 0 for 3 start to the first half is finally behind them. I mean, now maybe they can get something rolling.
Portland moving the ball around. Here's Whiteside. A beautiful reverse layup. Whiteside's got his first 2 points.
And that length of Whiteside really coming into play. I mean, that's a good look for him.
Curry against Powell. And it's Norman Powell with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. And Portland making a change here. Dragic just checked in. Defense doesn't get much better than the mobile one block we just saw on replay.
And you can see the mindset he has. When the game's this close, he's going to bring it at that end of the floor.
Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. Outside Curry. Here's Hunter. But they get it back. Sabonis kicks to Young. From deep. Hassan Whiteside grabs the miss. Trailblazers leading by 3. Good chance here for George. And it's good off the back rim and in. George has got 24.
And hustle paying off there for George in the open court. Gets up court in a flash and finishes before the D can even react.
Count that one.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
Yeah, that's why he's hot. He's playing with a lot of confidence. That's why they're going to him with such consistency.
Here's Powell. A second chance effort. He lays it in. Powell's got the lead up to 5 now for the Trailblazers.
just creating havoc for the opponents the last few games.
It's all clicking for him right now. I mean, they got to body him up better than that.
Good work there as it goes.
You know, an awesome decision maker in that pick and roll. Young taking whatever he sees in these sets.
Dragic finds Anthony. And here is Powell. The shot will not fall. Curry with the defensive effort. Now Hunter. He's got 15. Down low, here's Young. Good, and Curry gets the assist. And it's now only a 1-point Portland lead.
You gotta like seeing this from Young, wanting to prove he's more than just a jump shooter.
Here's George. Drops in the layup for 2. 26 points for him.
They couldn't have asked for much more from him today. He's been a key force in their offense.
Inside. Oh, he delivers that with
I can't
force.
believe it. I cannot believe that.
And loving the aggression from Sabonis, going right up for the dunk there. Nice.
Now, here's George. He's got 26. And Trae Young gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Daniel House has checked in for DeAndre Hunter. Young against Dragic. Pocket 6. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. Oh, and the jam by Anthony.
And how about the court awareness there? Dragic, fantastic job spotting the wide open teammate.
And it's Dragic with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Love's checked in for the Rockets. Young against Dragic. And Young kicks to Love. Outside Curry. Just 5 on the clock. It's good. This game is all even. Curry's got 12.
He'll do some damage if they give him that shot. Don't give him a clean look. Get out there on him.
Now a timeout called by Portland. And, of course, free throws always so important. Here are the leaders. 5th best, Paul George.
I mean, he's not going to miss many foul shots. That's for sure. He is a machine when he gets to the charity stripe.
The Trailblazers have gotten 5 of 8 shots to fall for them in the third quarter. A nice 62% from the field. Here's Dragic. And, yes, it's good. 9 points in the game so far.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
Powell with the steal. To the paint. Here's Anthony. It's rebounded by Houston. Love's got his 6th rebound on the night. It's House outside. They get it back. And it's Love missing. And Whiteside's got the ball here for the Portland Trailblazers. The lead is 2. Powell finds George. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to be on Trae Young.
And the defense knows George can score score from there, which is what forces them to kind of compromise at times defensively.
Throw good, Paul George. Taj Gibson's checked in for Whiteside. And both free throws good for Paul George.
And they're drawing more whistles and working their way to the line here in the second half.
Curry against Powell. Curry passes to Young. Sabonis with the ball. And it's Norman Powell with the foul. And that'll be his third foul so far. Houston making a switch here. Diallo's checked in. Here is Love. 8 points for him. Curry dishes to Young. 5 on the clock. Pass to Diallo. Fires from deep. Houston with a new 14. It's stolen by Dragic. Here's Anthony, and it's Anthony with the jam.
And Melo is highly explosive, nailing shots left and right. The D has got to get it out of his hands.
Back to Young. Lets it go from deep. The rebound by Gibson. Gibson's got his 4th rebound in this one. Trailblazers leading by 6. Dragic the pass to Anthony. Over Diallo. That one off the back iron and out.
His interior scoring is one of the things that drives their offense. Don't expect him to miss many though.
Misses and close. Portland's gone 7 of 11 from deep tonight, using the three-pointer to their advantage. Powell against Love. Portland, they have been at their finest 4 at the free throw line tonight. 8 attempts, 8 makes. First one falls for him. Houston making some changes. Patrick Beverly, he's checked in for Curry. And it's Payne in for Trae Young. He hits both from the stripe. Rockets trail by 8. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
And it's Norman Powell with the foul. That will get him his 4th foul of the game. Now here's Payne. For Houston, they haven't made a mistake at the line yet. 10 of 10.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. Both good from the line that time. Here's Powell. He's got 15. And here's Sabonis. Payne with it. Love outside. Beverly for three. No good on that one. And it's Portland the other way. Dragic with it. Now guarded by Payne. And another make to his scoring column. His fifth basket of the game. Now shooting 5 of 11.
Is showing a total lack of fear on the interior. Dragic is more than capable of finishing in traffic.
Now here's Sabonis. 6 points for him. Payne's shot is good.
And really a good job spotting his teammate near the bucket and then just pinpoint passing for the finish.
Outside Anthony. Five to shoot. Powell trying to get open is Gibson. Powell, that's good. Powell's got the lead up to 8 now for the Trailblazers. The Rockets shooting in this game 45%. Now here's Payne. Not a lot of room. He can't get it to go. Rockets with some nice D. Here's Powell. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Payne with it. Now guarded by Dragic. Here's Payne. Passes it to Sabonis. Houston moving it around. Here's Love. Great D that time from Gibson.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
And it's Anthony with the jam.
And the feed from George couldn't be better. The timing, the placement, everything about that dish was pinpoint.
Now Payne. He's got 6. Feeds it to Love. Here's Beverly. Powell pulls it in. Portland leading by 10. Dragic kicks to Powell. To the middle. And Anthony with the basket on the assist from Dragic. Dragic has got 3 assists in the game. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
It's deflected. George, no good. Rockets trail by 12. 1:15 left to play here in the third. Payne dishes to Beverly. To end the cold streak. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Now here's Powell. 17 points in the game. Rockets the pass to Anthony. Oh, and the jam by Anthony.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
He rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish. Down low, here's Love. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
You gotta respect how Love moves close into the rim. Skilled at drawing fouls and getting to the line.
3 trips to the line so far for him in this one. And the first one drops. Whiteside's checked in for the Trailblazers. Conley now comes in for Norman Powell. Houston also making some changes. Rashawn Holmes comes in for Domantas Sabonis. And it's DeAndre Hunter in for Diallo. And so he hits both. There's 48 seconds left in the third quarter. Outside Dragic. The pass to George. Anthony trying to get open. And it's George missing.
After a monster first half from 3-point range, I mean, things have dried up for him here in the second.
Hunter dishes to Payne. Pass to Hunter. 6 to shoot. 6 for 10 with that shot going in. That's a good game for a lot of guys.
And the shooting has really been there for him today, but he may have to take it upon himself to continue to carry this team and try and get out of this hole.
Outside, George fires the 3. Lights and Whiteside stays right with it. And the Trailblazers lead by 12. And so it's Portland up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. They've had such great ball movement and shot selection, and it's led to a terrific field goal percentage. Right back after this break. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
It's just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery.
How about the unselfishness? Night in and night out, we see guys trying to force their own agenda. Not that time.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. We've got Conley. Whiteside is out there with Anthony. Then there's Dragic, and it's George in at the 3. That's the group on the floor for Portland. Now, here is George. And Dragic gets it to go on the assist by George. Dragic has got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for Portland. And here's Payne. The feed to Love. Over Whiteside. Love can't hit.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
This isn't like him, and he knows it. The best thing they could do is try to get him more easy looks.
The offensive rebound, and out of bounds as the Rockets gain possession. Rockets trail by 15. Payne with it. Dishes it to Hunter. Floats one. And as it goes out of bounds, Houston able to keep the ball here. Curry's checked in for Cameron Payne. Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. 6 on the shot clock. Beverly up top. He's guarded by Dragic. And it's Beverly missing. Trailblazers leading by 15. Dragic gets the bucket. Dragic has got 9 points now in just the second half.
Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
Perfect example of how to run the break the right way and get a great look.
Trailblazers have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Back to Conley. And that's good. And it's Dragic with the assist. Dragic has got 5 assists in the game. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
And it's Beverly missing. And here's Dragic. He'll bring it up for Portland. 19-point lead, which is the largest margin in the game.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Now a timeout called by Houston.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
4 rotations. I mean, slow help and just not enough toughness on the interior. They've got a lot to talk about.
Young's checked in for the Rockets. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. The Rockets have gotten off to a rough start in the fourth quarter here, going 0 for 4 so far. Outside Curry. Here's Young. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Back to Curry. Over Anthony. Love trying to break loose. Curry's shot is off.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
No, doing anything they can to stop the bleeding, but so far they've had no answers.
The first one falls. Good on both.
I like that he's playing with an edge here in the second half. I mean, he didn't get to the line once in the first half.
Conley against Young. Here's Hunter. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. Hunter's got 20 points.
And from beyond the arc, he puts a stop to that 12-0 run by the Trailblazers.
Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth. Young with the steal. And it's Houston on the break. Now here's Hunter. Defended by George. Holmes against Whiteside. And Holmes throws it down.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Well, come on, guys. Someone has to rotate over. Defensively, that's just poor communication.
Here's George following the score by Houston. George double teamed. The kick out to Dragic. Trailblazers keep it alive. With 1 second left. Whiteside, the pass to Conley. Poked loose. Curry with it. Conley picks him up. Hunter, no one around him. And another three for Houston.
And he's on his way to putting up a big three-point total.
Trailblazers leading by 16. Outside, George. And it's George finishing it off.
A good ball handler with an advanced offensive repertoire. George is more than comfortable in the pick and roll.
Conley against Young. Pass to Hunter. Back to Young. 5 to shoot. And another three for Houston.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Well, it had to be. These days, you need to stretch the floor somewhat to make everything else work.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear Terry Stotts talk to his team during that timeout. His demeanor was not one of a coach whose team was well ahead. He said this is the time to turn up the heat, make one final push, and try to close out strong. We'll see if they were listening, guys.
Thank you, David.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
No good from Dragic. Rockets on offense. Big run right now going for him, 11-2. Hunter dishes to Young. He kicks it to Curry. Love outside. Passes it to Hunter. Young is double. Love. And the dunk by Love.
Okay, let them keep going ahead and allowing Love to get that close to the basket. He's going to keep dunking on them, dunking on them, dunking on them. Just go ahead.
Now here's Whiteside to the inside. And Anthony with the basket on the assist by Whiteside. Anthony's got 16 here in the second half.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
Yeah. Horrible effort. It appears they may be on the brink of giving up.
Dragic with it. Holmes covering. And it's George finishing it off.
And a little verticality there from George, not to mention the timing between those two on the alley-oop.
Curry against George. Shoots off the step back. Curry's shot is off.
They know they can't give him that shot. The D's are over it, not even giving him an inch of space.
Fade away. Hunter grabs the miss. Hunter's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Back to Young. Launches a 3, and he's good on the free ball. Young's got 6 points in the quarter.
And getting out in transition has been a big part of this run that they're on.
Outside, George. Now the pass to Whiteside. Back to George. Here's Whiteside, and terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2.
And with the success they had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
And Young kicks to Curry. Inside, here's Love. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. They get Hassan Whiteside.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
Powell, he's checked in for Portland. And so he makes both from the line. Now Conley. Now here's George. To the middle. Here's Anthony. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
And the first one at the line is good. And the Rockets making a change here. Sabonis is checked in. And both free throws good for Anthony. Rockets trail by 16. And here is Curry, and it's Norman Powell with the foul. That will be foul number 5 on him.
Now he's going to be walking a tight line. I mean, one more foul, his night is a wrap.
Stolen by Conley. To the paint, Anthony. Conley finds Anthony. Now here's Powell. Here's Whiteside. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Yeah, and that's what you like about Whiteside. I mean, the rim protection, the rebounding, the intimidation factor. I mean, still developing as an offensive player, making strides, but not there yet.
Pass to Conley. Lets it go with the three. Rockets with the rebound. Hunter's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Outside, Sabonis. And it's off from three-point range. And George kicks to Whiteside. Sabonis with the block. And stolen by Whiteside. Good work defensively by Holmes. And here's Young. He'll bring it up for Houston. Over Conley. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Young's got 32 points.
They're going to be relying on him here late. I mean, just think about it. Hoping to come from behind. He just needs to keep doing what he's been doing.
Powell, that's good.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Young with the ball. Pass to Hunter. Fires top of the key. And it's Portland with the rebound. Anthony's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Outside, George. And that one goes long. Rockets trail by 19. Young with the ball. Conley picks him up. And Holmes now top of the key. Passes to Curry. Shoots over Powell. It's Curry. That time on the assist by Holmes. Portland's gone 2 of 5 on three-point shots since the end of the third quarter. Whiteside, the pass to Carmelo. A minute 50 left in the fourth quarter. No problem knocking that one down. And the Trailblazers lead by 20.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
This is no let-up. And, this is the kind of hard-nosed competitiveness that wins games.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And so he's picked up his final foul. And he will sit for the rest of this game. And Portland making a change here. Dragic has checked in.
Shooting 2.
And he makes the first. And both free throws good for Curry. Trailblazers leading by 18. The pass to Anthony. Now George. Rockets the pass to Conley. 6 to shoot. Whiteside finds Dragic. The 3 from George. Rebounded by Holmes. Holmes got 4 rebounds in this game.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Trailblazers.
When you shoot this well from three-point range, you're really hard to stop. The defense didn't rotate out fast enough to stop the hot shooters.
Exactly, Kevin. They were lethal from deep.
And this will make it 36 wins on the year for them.
That's breathing a huge sigh of relief, guys. They're on their way to a win here, avoiding losing all 4 games of the season series.
And we watched them all night long. No one could really stop them. Just another excellent game it was for George.
I mean, he had a plan for how to attack the D. He executed and never let up. Relentless offensive basketball.
Guys, some great passing from him.
Yeah, everybody's touching it, and you're starting to see the assists pile up because the rhythm is on display offensively.
Down low, Whiteside, and he drops in the layup off the glass. And that's a double-double for him now. 11 points and 16 rebounds. Curry passes to Sabonis. And here's Young from the arc. Rebounded by Anthony. Here's Conley. And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home, doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, David, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Chris Webber, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching